Hey, I'm John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the Wampler Latitude Tremolo Deluxe. This is a pedal that uses digital technology to manipulate an analog effect. So it's really the best of both worlds. Gives you everything from vintage mojo to weird, choppy, modern sounds. It's a fairly simple pedal. Offers both a 9-volt battery or a DC power. Has a true bypass, and well, let me just kind of spin some knobs and show you what it does. So the Latitude Tremolo gives you incredible options. First of all, there's 4 choices of subdivisions. You can have quarter notes. This is right over here. Quarter notes, eighth notes, dotted eighth notes, and triplets. And on our little intro, I was kind of, circling through all of them. And it's very cool. Also, working in conjunction with that is a tap tempo, which is great. It can get you right, syncing right with the track. In addition to that, there are 3 waveforms to choose from. There's a sine, a bell, and a square. Coming in, I had it on the square because I wanted to really show what it does. I didn't want it to be real subtle, and it gets more subtle in the other settings. The controls are relatively simple. We got speed, which these are obvious, depth, attack, space, which is interesting. Space, it controls how much space in between the notes. So you can make it real quick, or you can make it longer. And then a level control. The level control is interesting as well because this actually is a boost. It brings your volume up. So, some pedals can kind of suck your tone and take away take away a few dB. This can add it, or you can tailor it to what you want. My one criticism, and I'm not a critical guy, but man, the script is so hard to read. It is, the script writing right there for the effects is really difficult to read, even when you're looking at it. And on a stage, you would have no idea what it says. But I'm sure that eventually you just memorize what every knob does, and you're fine. That's the basics, so I will just spin some knobs and let you hear it. But before then, I'll tell you about everything else in the signal chain. I'm playing my Han Telecaster. It's got DiMarzio pickups in it. I can't remember what they are, but they sound great. The original ones sounded great as well, but I like these better. It has a B-bender in it, and then other than that, it's stock. I'm running an Asterope cable into the pedal. Pedal's being powered by a Voodoo Labs pedal power. It's running into a Fender Machete amp. Right now we're on the clean channel. We'll probably go to the dirty one later on, and those are completely flat. We're miking it with a Royer R121 mic. That's running into an Apogee Quartet and into Pro Tools. So that's the whole enchilada, and this is what it sounds like with it off. I was on the neck pickup, but I'll kind of go between them all. Okay, so why don't we kind of show some of these sounds. As I said, when I was coming in, I was basically flat. On the square signal, but let me show you what it does on the more subtle in the middle. And we're on quarter notes right now, but I'll speed it up a little bit. You can see that's more subtle. It's just a man, to my ears, that is really tubey. It kind of reminds me of like an old Vox amp, that kind of tremolo. Now that's, let me get it over here, let you hear. Now I was talking about the space. Okay, if we really want to make it extreme, turn the space up. And there's that choppy bit we talked about. Now turn up, I'll just turn everything up. I'll bring the space the other way. One of my favorite things to do on a tremolo, and you can do it on this one, is much like a Leslie, to start on a slow and then just change it as you go for like more of an effect. So start like with a. But it's just a great sound. Now, these controls are really sensitive. Okay, for instance, the depth, okay, put it straight up. And that's even on the square. It sounds, if you get just to the right of noon, or to the left of noon, depending on which way you're looking, down from noon, it's very subtle. Turn it a tiny bit, and it really kicks in. So, you know, those are just kind of things you have to get used to. The volume, or level rather, here it is, okay, here it is off. Now, when I turn it all the way up, you can see how much it adds to it. So you can see that's a nice little boost, which I like that. You know, it can drive an amp a little bit, like say you're doing a slide thing, you just want a little bit more, you know, grit to it. I love it, man. I love that you can get all these different sounds. And as I said, changing up the divisions is very cool. Being able to control just how subtle the wave is. For instance, is great. They're all great options. Okay, let me just turn, as you should with every pedal, just turn everything all the way up and see what it does. We did this a little bit more, but a little bit earlier. How crazy is that, huh? Okay, I'll put more space in. Crazy, right? I'll slow it down a little bit. I like that you can really quickly go from just a weird space noise to kind of a Delta Muscle Shoals kind of sound really quickly with just a flip of a switch. Let me put it in the dirty channel. You kind of see what it does. Okay, so here we are with some dirt. Let's flip it on there. Another cool thing, notice that LED, it gives you an indication of what your tempo is. So not only can you put it in with the with your tap, but it gives you a visual clue of where you are, which is very cool. So I love that. So there it is. That is the Wampler Latitude Tremolo Deluxe. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. And while you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll keep you up to date on all the cool gear that's out there. Peace out.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on premierguitar.com.